I opened a book and in I stood. Now nobody can find me. I have left my chair, my house, my road, my town and my world behind. I opened a book and made some friends. I shared their tears and laughter and followed their road with its bumps and bends to be happily ever after. I opened a book and out I came. The mask can no longer hide me. I finished my book and out I came. The mask no longer can hide me. My chair, my house are just the same. But I have a book inside me. I have a book inside me. So in this video I'm going to tell about the importance of books and why it is important that we have to develop a habit of reading among the present generation, because due to the extreme intrusion of the gadgets like mobile phones, computers, laptops and the electronic media, the importance of books is declining rapidly around the globe. And Indian society is in a dire straits. There is a trouble, very massive, very big. So it's very important that we need to develop a habit of reading among the young children and growing kids. Books, they transform life, they bring a change in our life. So it is very, very, very important to understand the value of books in life. Ernest Hemingway has said that you can have no friend as trustworthy and as good as the book is. Yes, you can rely on a book. You can fall in love with the characters when you read the book. You enter into a new world as you read a book. So book transforms you from within. You are a changed person after reading a book. A book is within you, as the poem I just narrated, I recited in the beginning, and it conveys the same idea. You enter into a new world, and when you come out of the world, the book is within you. A change is within you. You are opening to a new world, new vision, new wisdom, and new ideas. George Bernard Shaw once said that a house without books is a house without windows. Means there is no ventilation. You may have all the luxuries and all the comforts of the world with you, but if you don't have books in your house, you're lacking the windows of wisdom in your house. There is a suffocation. There is a suffocation of intelligence and wisdom. They are suffocated. So give a due place to books in your house, along with all other comforts and amenities you acquire and attain. George Bernard Shaw also says that there are different types of books. Books can be read at 3 levels. Some books are to be chewed, some books are to be swallowed, and some books are to be assimilated, means digested. Some books are only for the sake of pleasure. Some books are required to be understood and imbibed, and they should become a part of our living. Books show us direction. They show us the difference between right and wrong, and a book never cheats. So you need to be very careful about the selection of the books also. There is a saying which is very popular these days. I have been coming across it many a times, that ordinary people, they have big TV screens, and extraordinary people have big libraries. You can see behind me, I also have a mini library with me with approximately, I have never counted these books, but I think they might have reached the number, an odd number of 800 plus books or maybe 1000 books. So I collected these books in my previous journey of nearly 30 years when I started collecting books. And the credit all goes to my worthy teachers, my respectful teachers who always inspired me, and luckily I came across. The very first name that comes in my mind is Dr. Suresh Joshi, who was the head of the English department when I was doing my MA in English. He was always inspiring in the class, read books. Books are very important. Then there were many other teachers also, like Dr. I.D. Sharma, who was also my teacher during my MA in English, and then Dr. Narveer Singh Chandel. So these were 3 teachers. I got inspired. I had a couple of visits to Dr. I.D. Sharma's house also. I was very lucky. So when I went to his house first time, the very impressive thing I saw that in the corridor, there was a long queue of books. There were books everywhere in his study. So that inspired me that I wanted to have the same kind of books in my house also. And I started collecting books. So become an inspiration for the coming generation that they should be inspired to read books. And then there was one more Professor Gill, and Dr. Prabha Gill, they were husband and wife. So whenever Professor Gill was coming in the class, the very first thing was always saying that, I still remember his first lecture, he said that spare 10% of your pocket money only for books. Yes, we should inspire the youngsters and the children that whatever they get as a pocket money, at least 5 to 10% they should spare monthly for the books. Books have an aura like any other thing. We believe that we are surrounded by the material. We forget that we are also basically a matter. We are also material. 5 elements are there. So whatever is the matter, that is influencing. Everything has its aura. Books also have their aura. So we should surround ourselves with a positive energy. Books create a positive energy and they bring a positive change in our life. So if you want to bring a change of wisdom, change of intelligence, change of erudition, change of creativity, you need to give a place to books in your life, in your house, and you have to guide everybody that they should develop a habit of collecting books, keeping books, and then of course reading books. If you just come across a beautiful line you're reading in a book, and what actually happens when there is something, so there is a well written a statement or a dialogue that you're reading, so you just keep the book aside and start looking into the wall, and you get lost in the world. What a beautiful scene to be viewed. You're on your relaxing chair, you're on your couch lying, and your feet are settled on a table, and there is a cup of tea or coffee beside you, and there is an open window, the curtains are removed, and a beautiful view outside, and you're reading a book. What a beautiful scene to be imagined. Imagine yourself in such a situation, and do read books. Read, and develop a habit of reading in people around you. Thank you. And yes, one more thing, in this video, after this you're going to have some quotes and some videos, and that I've collected. I hope they will really be likable and you will appreciate them and enjoy. So please enjoy the quotations on books and imbibe the idea in your life. Thank you.